Hello everybody, this is Fed Through Earthy from Bros Before Pros, and today we're doing the 3x3 Forecast Podcast 33. And I'm alone. But not for long, because there will be somebody joining me in about 30 minutes. For now, you're just going to get news. Okay, so we're going to do things differently. I wanted to do things differently, and we're going to do things differently because I want to, and it's my show, and I can do that. So what we're going to do is, instead of having the hour show, we're going to do a 30-minute show with just me, and I'm going to do the news, I'm going to do the media news, the game news, I'm going to do instead of a personal question discussion, I'm removing that. It's going to just be like 4 minutes of my personal thoughts after the media news and then before the gaming news. And then after my outro, we're going to be having that special guest I mentioned on our Twitter and our Tumblr and other social media. So look forward to that. Okay, let's get to the Marvel news. Okay, so first of all, Inhumans has been removed. The Inhumans are a group of, well, inhuman superhero characters from Marvel, and they have a movie planned, sort of. They've been talking about it, but they haven't had a release date. They don't really got any details on it. They don't got a staff. There's not really much they've got on it. And but yeah, they had at least a date and they removed it. So it's kind of unknown what the status on that is. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. I'm pretty sure they're not gonna abandon the idea completely, despite the difficulties they're having with it. Let's just hope they get Vin Diesel to lend his body for that guy who can't talk, or else he destroys the city. I forgot his name, but he's a part of them. Yeah. Robert Downey Jr. has been confirmed for Spider-Man Homecoming. That's cool because we got Spider-Man coming out Civil War, swinging his way there, and then Robert Downey Jr. is gonna they already have like a guest star from another Marvel movie coming in for the Spider-Man movie immediately. It's connect universes. Characters are meeting. It's gonna be fun. Robert Downey Jr. Fuck. Shin Gundam Crossbone Dust. It's a mouthful. Okay. Shin Gundam Crossbone Dust. Alright, so there was a movie in the Mobile Suit Gundam anime series called F91. And that was, as far as the animes went at the time, it was the second farthest anime in the Universal Century timeline. Universal Century is where Gundam Unicorn is, Gundam, Mobile Suit Gundam, 8th MS Team, yeah, all those shows. So F91 was way ahead, like past Unicorn in the timeline, but before Victory Gundam. It was a movie. It was supposed to be originally a show, but the it only got like 12 episodes made, and they couldn't turn into a show. So what they did was they got all the episodes made, condensed it into a movie, which, by the way, in my opinion, wasn't that good. It was very fast paced because of how much they had to cut. But they ended up coming out with a manga sequel. It was called Mobile Suit Gundam Crossbone, and it still had the same characters. They were older, had a new main character, and I think they were still fighting against the same enemies from F91. But yeah, point is, they're going to release a new manga that I guess follows into that story. But the crazier thing is it's going to be after Victory Gundam. Victory Gundam is after F91, and it was after the original Crossbone manga. So it's not the farthest in the Universal Century because they had that Gundam Rick. I do not know how to say it for the life of me, but it did really bad. And but it was way past the Universal Century to the point where they changed the timeline all over again. If you're that much of a hardcore Gundam fan, and they're probably not going to license it here in America, check it out when they post it up online. Should I be promoting that? I think that's piracy. No, it's not. I don't know. But the point is, they're making sequels. It's Gundam. You can look forward to that because it's Gundam, and Gundam's cool. Big robots battling, boom boom. There's going to be a 75th anniversary 1,000-page Archie book to be released on. Well, it's already released by now. But yeah, it's going to be 75th anniversary celebration, and it's going to be in a 1,000-page book. I'm no Archie fan. I don't know too much about the series, but it's a lot of pages. If you're an Archie fan, probably gonna like that. I don't know if it's gonna be like the entire story. I doubt it's the entire story. I'm pretty sure it's more than 1,000 pages, but it's probably gonna be like the special stories. The main story is probably focused. Whatever it's gonna be, It sounds really cool. Like, if I was an Archie fan, I'm pretty sure I would dig that, and I would have gotten my hands on it. Who knows? Maybe it might even be good for new fans to get in with that and the current reboot that's coming out right now. Did you ever watch The Omen? It's the horror movie with the kid who was possessed by a demon. Yeah, they're making a prequel. I learned that they made more of those movies, and they actually had a show on Fox, or they do have a show on Fox. But yeah, if you like The Omen, they're making a prequel right now, and it's on development. I don't know; they have no details on actors or producers or anything, but it's pretty crazy. You know, it's one of those things where it's like it's a really old movie, but they're making a prequel for it now. You just kind of cross your fingers, hope it's going to do good, and then you watch it, and then 9 times out of 10 you hate it. But let's hope you don't hate it. So hopefully we get a good horror movie, because I feel like we don't get enough of those these days. So, were you ever a little kid and then you saw a harem on Toonami? It's called Tenchi Muyo. Yeah, I did too. So yeah, Tenchi Muyo is the the OVA series, not like any of the spin-offs. I think the OVA series was like the main series. Is going to get a season 4. It's gonna get a season 4. They've released some details. They released the name of the ending song, and they released an image. And it's pretty crazy because that OVA series is really, really old. I mean, they have made some spin-offs and other anime series, but this is the old OVA series, the one that was on Toonami, and I think they even finished it. Mind you, censored and not uncut, but still, it was good. It was fun, and yeah, it's really, really crazy that they're going to continue it. So so check that out. Hopefully, Funimation licenses and continues it, because Funimation is the one who rescued Tenchi Muyo when Genie, after Genie on Productions went down, and then continue to release other titles and spin-offs and all that good stuff. So yeah, Tenchi Muyo season 4. Look forward to that as well. There's no date on its release or anything. Okay, personal favorite. So Batman: The Killing Joke, the animated movie, you know, adapted from the Alan Moore comic, who everybody loves, and is a really, really, really popular Batman comic that's famous for the... Well, I shouldn't say it because it's a spoiler. But the point is, it's a really, really popular comic, and it's being adapted into an animated movie. It's been confirmed to have an R rating, and the release date for it is going to be August 4th. Small deets on it. Kevin Conroy's going to be back as Batman. Mark Hamill's going to come back as the Joker. Tara Strong's going to be playing Batgirl. I forget who's going to be playing Commissioner Gordon. Since the comic is really, really small, it's actually really, really thin. As a full book, it's going to have an extended story. They're going to add stuff. Bruce Timm is main producer or director. I don't remember which one. And if you know Bruce Timm with any animated DC property, then you know it's going to be good. He's going to add story to make it the proper length of a DC animated movie, and he's going to do that. It's going to be rated R. Again, it's going to be rated R, so it's going to be... I'm curious to know what's going to make it rated R, besides the obvious story things that happen that make it so good. But it's going to be really good. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm definitely going to get my hands on it when it comes out. It's going to be on August 4th. And yeah, look forward to that if you like DC original animated movies. The recent ones have been actually good. I just saw Justice League vs. Teen Titans the other day, and I liked it. It was pretty good. My personal thoughts. Okay, so I've been looking into the whole Call of Duty Infinite Warfare thing going on. Okay, so just in case for those who don't know, okay, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare is going to be the next Call of Duty title. You know, we get 1 or 2 games per year, and they come out, they sell billions. You know, there's the thing of, many people say it's the same game every game. I won't lie, I'm one of those people. But despite that, it sells millions of copies. So it's one of those weird things where you hear people say, you know, that you hear a lot of people saying a lot of bad things about the series, but it still sells really well. So I guess I just think this is kind of funny, but Infinite Warfare is going to release with a digital copy of Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare Remastered. They're going to release the original Call of Duty 4, which was the game that, you know, it's what started this big famous boom with Call of Duty. Like, I played it. Lots of people played it. It was really famous. It was on PS3 and Xbox 360 and PC. It was really fun. So, I guess I just think it's funny that for years we've been hearing people saying it's the same game, and you know it reuses textures. It's the same. It's just the same thing. But they're going to re-release an old game. They're straight up saying we're re-releasing an old game. Everyone's excited about it. It's ironic to me. It's really, really ironic to me, and people are excited. I guess in some ways it's a good thing because the negativity is a little bit down. There's not as much people, you know, complaining and then buying it. There's more people who are happy and then buying it. It's a very ironic thing, and I was wondering about that. The other thing about it that sucks is that you won't be able to get the game without buying a special edition of Infinite Warfare, and that's going to be the $80. I think it's Legacy Edition, or there's a name for it, but there's going to be an $80 edition and a $100 edition, I think, and a higher one, and then you know there's going to be the regular one that's not going to come with it. So it kind of sucks also because Activision, they're smart motherfuckers. You know, it's a really good way to get money, but they're going to just release the game, and if you want to get Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, you need to get one of the better versions. We need to give Activision $80. Now, mind you, they're saying that they're not going to release the game by itself, but I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who thinks that's probably not true. They're most likely going to release the game by itself eventually, because I'm no game publisher, I'm no expert on these things, but I think it'd be that way they'd be able to get more money. So, you know, get the people who are willing to pay for the full game, and then afterwards, you know, let it die down a little, and then get money from the ones who are willing to pay for the game by itself. Probably in a few months. I've heard some people say it's probably going to take a few months. If they are going to release the game by itself, it's going to be in a few months, maybe half a year. But we'll see. Very interested to see what they're going to do with that. I really don't think that they're not going to release the game by itself. I really do think they will at some point. And it also gets me kind of curious if they're going to keep doing this remastered thing. Like, whatever the next Call of Duty game is going to be, are they going to release World at War Remastered? And then after that, are they going to release Modern Warfare 2? Like, it's a question. I don't think the whole remastered thing's really going to work too well. I mean, you know, some of these older games, again, like 4 Modern Warfare and World at War. They're old, but they were very well loved. At the time, they were very special. They were different, very gritty, and you know that time there weren't. That's when the big Modern Warfare games are coming out. That game, Battlefield, Bad Company, and other titles. So it's very interesting what they're gonna do, and I'm curious to see what Activision's going to do in order to get us to keep buying Call of Duty games. But you know, time will tell, and I'm not gonna get Infinite Warfare, honestly. As much as I loved to buy a whole game, to make me buy a whole game in order to get the remaster, it's too much for me. And I'm thankfully I'm one of those people who say Call of Duty is the same game, and I actually don't buy them. I haven't bought Call of Duty since probably Black Ops or World at War. I don't remember if that was me or my brother, but yeah, let's see what you're gonna do, Activision. What do you guys think about the whole Infinite Warfare thing? Put them down in the comments below. Tell me what you think. Do you think Activision's being selfish? Do you think they're being selfish and smart? Do you think it's okay? Do you think it's worth it? Do you think it's not worth it? Do you think they're going to re-release the game later on by itself? Tell me in the comments below. And or tell me if you're gonna buy the game and you're looking forward to it completely. If you are, then that's good for you. More power to you. Alright, let's move on to our game news. Okay. I am Setsuna. I Am Setsuna is a game, is a JRPG game that's going to be released by Square. Now this is very interesting. I like it because if you guys have played Chrono Trigger is a JRPG that started on the Super Nintendo and it got re-released on the PlayStation 1 and then it got re-released on Nintendo DS with some extra content. And Chrono Trigger is really famous for having artwork by Akira Toriyama. It was a good game. The story was really good. The characters were well loved, and had the whole huge time travel thing going. So one of the things that made the game really interesting, and especially for me, because I've played the game, was the combat system. The combat system was it was still turn-based, but it was like the way you moved. You would find the enemy, and you would fight on the spot. Everyone would just spread out from the room. The screen wouldn't like break, and then it would switch to a fighting arena. Like everybody just stood there, and then your main character Chrono would walk around, and when you find the enemy, everybody would just spread out, and the combat would begin. And after that, it more or less worked the same way as any turn-based game, but it had its tweaks here and there. The thing that everybody's looking forward to in this I Am Setsuna game is that the combat system reminds a lot of people of Chrono Trigger. And I haven't looked too much into it, so excuse me. But yeah, Square Enix is going to release it on July 19th on PS4 and Steam. There's still no word if the Vita port's going to come to America because it also has come out on Vita on Japan or is going to come out. But if you're a JRPG fan, you like the classics, and you still hunger for more of that old style gameplay, check the game out. There's a trailer for it. You could probably find some gameplay as well on YouTube. And yeah, look forward to that, and play the hell out of your JRPGs because they take away your time. Okay, so this one might not come as a surprise for too many people. Some people probably already thought this is what was going on, but the Tekken Cross Street Fighter development has been put on hold. Tekken Cross Street Fighter was going to be the second game in the development between Namco Bandai and Capcom, which started with Street Fighter Cross Tekken. We got Street Fighter Cross Tekken, I think, about 2 years ago. It was on PS3 and Vita. Bit of a mixed bag, and that's when they did that really bullshit move with Mega Man. Mega Man fans know what I'm talking about. But yeah, the development is put on hold, and ever since Street Fighter Cross Tekken came out, there really hasn't been no word about it. I mean, yeah, they mentioned a couple things here and there to remind us that the game was in development. They were like, yes, it's still being made. We just the director of the game, he kept saying something along the lines of like he doesn't know how or when to release it. I don't know fully well what he means by that, but they were still making the game, and there was talks about now we're at the time where it's PS4 and Xbox One, so they were thinking of putting it on PS4. They were thinking of putting it on the current consoles right now. There's also a thing with Akuma's coming out Tekken 7. So maybe that's them testing out a Street Fighter character with the Tekken 7 engine and the combat system. This is all, who knows? Like, we don't know for sure. But for now, like they've really said the game is on hold. They're not working on it right now. And I don't know the reason, but I guess point is we're gonna have to wait longer for the game. We're gonna have to wait longer for the game. If you were looking forward to it, you were looking forward to Street Fighter characters playing like a Tekken character, like a Tekken game, we're gonna have to wait longer, and hopefully the wait's worth it, and the game will be good when it comes out, whenever it comes out. Probably 2020. Who knows? Who fucking knows? Who fucking knows? Last Blade 2 for the Vita and PS4. Last Blade 2 is going to be re-released on the Vita and the PS4. Last Blade was an old SNK Neo Geo fighting game. Back when Neo Geo was just booming with fighting games. Fatal Fury, World Heroes, Last Blade, KOF, Art of Fighting, all those good games. And Metal Slug, not a fighting game, but still, everybody loves Metal Slug. I love Metal Slug, blowing the shit up out of soldiers, shotgun. But yeah, Last Blade was more of the cult favorites. It had like samurais, and it was in back in the day Japan. Had samurais with cool little anime designs, you know, red hair, yellow, blonde hair. It was well known for its smooth fighting engine. It in some ways it kind of reminded me of Street Fighter Third Strike based on the videos I saw. And but yeah, I never got my hands around to playing it. But they're going to re-release the game in America and probably already have in Japan on again in PS4 and Vita. It's coming out on May 24th this month. So if you were like you miss playing old SNK games, or if you never got around to trying it out, it's going to be available on PSN. Probably won't be much memory too, since it was an older game. If anyone played Neo Geo Battle Coliseum, I think his name was Kaede. He was a blonde guy with a sword. That was his game. That's where he came from. That's the only taste of Last Blade I got. That's why I'm mentioning it. So I'm gonna try it out because the game looks really fun. Or I'm gonna try it too anyway. So yeah, look forward to that. Last Blade 2 on May 24th. Also, KOF 2000, the PS2 version of the game, was released on PSN a couple days ago. So if you like KOF 2000, you can check that out as well. I don't remember how much, but I know the PS2 games on PS4 don't go for much. It's like $10 or less. And you know, this came up. This made me think. So we got KOF 2000, and then they're going to release Last Blade 2. We have they released KOF 2002 Unlimited Match and KOF 98 Ultimate Match on Steam about, I think, a few months ago. So it makes me wonder, is this like, is Neo Geo is Neo Geo / SNK, I don't even think they go by the name of Neo Geo anymore, but is SNK going to continue to make to re-release these older titles on PlayStation Network and you know, Steam, and you know, maybe even the Microsoft Store, whatever the name goes by right now. Because I know Microsoft years ago got Garo Mark of the Wolves, and they were the ones who first got KOF 2002 Unlimited Match in America. So this gets me really excited. I really think that they're going to release older SNK games, and I'm really waiting for that Garo Mark of the Wolves on a Sony console. And but for now, this is good. You know, I think if people buy Last Blade 2, and if a good amount of people buy KOF 2000, it keeps supporting this kind of thing, we're going to get more SNK titles. So, for my sake and many SNK fans, please buy SNK games. They're really fun, especially if you like fighting games. You know, it's no Street Fighter on a popularity level, but they're really fun, and you can really get into them. I would recommend KOF 2003. That one's a really good one. Really personal favorite. The next Tales game, Tales of Berseria. I might be butchering that name. Apologies if I am. But the next Tales game is aiming for an early 2017 release outside of Japan. This Tales game is going to be on PS4. So yeah, Tales of Berseria is going to be on released on early 2017 around outside of Japan. So probably during the end of winter. If you like Tales, then you got a new Tales game to look forward to. Tales fans have it so good. They get so many games so quick. Speaking of SNK that I mentioned right now, KOF 14 has a release date. KOF 14 is going to be the next installment in the King of Fighters franchise. It's going to be on PS4 only, which is very interesting because they've always been on different consoles. It's going to be released on August 23rd. So, and if you pre-order it, you get a steel case and you get a Nest. You get Kyo in his Nest costume, the white jacket and the black pants. So interesting thing about KO 14 is this one is going to go 3D graphics, kind of in the way Street Fighter did with Street Fighter 4. But it's looking good. The development is still, still making it's still going. If you look at every trailer, it looks slightly different. Some people are complaining that the graphics look like a PS3 game or a PS2 game, but the combat looks like it's gonna be good. Lately, fighting games transitioning from 2D to 3D have been doing really well. It went well with Guilty Gear. It went well with Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5. I really do think that fighting game developers really know what they're going for, really know what they're doing, and that SNK won't, make a Maximum Impact 3, because Maximum Impact wasn't a bad game. The first one just lacked a lot of content, and the second one, it had more content, but it wasn't as good as, one of the 2D fighters, 2000, 2003, 11, 98 Ultimate Match. But yeah, I really do think we're not going to be getting a Maximum Impact 3. And it's going to be released by Atlas USA here in the States. Again, on August 23rd. God Eater Resurrection and God Eater 2 have an American release date. June 28th and August 30th on the PS4, Vita, and on Steam. It's going to... I forget the company who releases the game, but they will be getting a... a special... It's confusing. I read the page, but there will be special editions of the game. One of them comes with a digital version of the other, but the release dates are so different from each other. It was a little confusing, but you can find it easy if you look it up. Again, the release dates are going to be on June 20th and August 30th. If you like God Eater Burst back on the PSP, and you've been looking forward to the sequels for as long as Darkslayer has been, he loves those games, check it out. There's also an anime playing right now if you want to get a taste of what God Eater's about. You can watch that on Crunchyroll. And yeah, June 28th and August 30th on the PS4, Vita, and Steam. Nintendo's next apps will be Fire Emblem and Animal Crossing related. I haven't tried out the Nintendo app, but if it went well, which I hope it did, with Nintendo's whole mobile movement, we're going to be getting 2 IPs as the next apps. Fire Emblem and Animal Crossing, which people love. It's well beloved here in America. It's well loved in Japan. It's well loved almost anywhere, most likely. It's interesting to wonder what they're going to do with these apps. Like, are they just going to be like little mini games? Are they going to like have different kinds of content in them? I'm curious to see what it is, but for sure we know that the next one is going to be Animal Crossing and Fire Emblem related in no particular order with the two. And also, big news for the Nintendo NX. It's set for March 2017. We have a year and we have a month. We just don't have the day. But they've already confirmed they will not be showing it on E3. But to know the release date and not be on E3, I think that's a pretty good deal. I'm glad we know, and we just need to wait for it. If you've been looking forward to Nintendo's next console, which I'm more curious about it than looking forward to it. I just kind of want to see it. I want to see the games. I want to see what they have planned for it, the capabilities it's going to have, the power. But now we know when it's coming out. We probably second half of this year. They'll be releasing some videos, probably giving us some game list or not. We'll see what happens. But we do know that the Zelda Wii U game has been set to come out in the NX along with the Wii U, and it's going to be released on. It's going to be simultaneously released, which means that the Zelda Wii U game has been delayed. Now this sucks because people have been waiting for this game for a while, and they've just delayed it even more. And just the thing with it is that it kind of worries me that they're going to get a Wii U game to come out in the NX. It kind of worries me that is this how powerful the NX is going to be? Is this as far as it, like, obviously, it's not going to be as far as it can be in terms of stats and processing and graphics. But if Zelda Wii U is their first title, I don't know. It gets me a little scared. But I don't want to judge it yet. Again, we need to wait and see. But I feel bad for Zelda fans who are waiting. And honestly, from the looks of the list, they don't have too many games to look forward to right now. But we'll see what happens. I need to talk to Mar 100 about it. I never asked him for his thoughts. Killer is Dead trailer is up. Killer is Dead is the next Suda 51 game to come out. It looks very, very fun. It looks very, very interesting. We have a guy with a Grim Reaper cloak, and but he has a skateboard. He's riding around. He's like a Grim Reaper. We know anybody who's played a Suda 51 game, Killer 7, No More Heroes. They know how much of a weirdo he is, and how odd and weird and cool his games are. So this one looks like it's going to be no exception, and I think it's going to be on PS4 and Xbox One. I don't know if they've mentioned which console it's going to be on, but yeah, the trailer's up. You could check it out, and if you want to see something weird and kind of cool, check the trailer out. I'd really recommend it. Speaking of trailer, there's a little gameplay trailer for the Friday the 13th game that they announced a while ago. This game's going to be made with actual original producers from the movies, and based on the gameplay, it looks like it's going to be like the recent Alien game, where you're going to play as a human. You need to hide or do, you know, things here and there to stop Jason from tearing you apart. So in the gameplay video, we see Jason. It's from the point of view of your character, and your character's breathing really hard. You know, hiding, and scared of Jason, and Jason's breaking through the door. And when he breaks out, he swings an axe to your face and turns the screen black, and then the title pops up. They say, and the game's up for pre-order on the main website. So if you're a Friday the 13th fan and been looking forward to this game, you can now pre-order it. Check that out. Now, personal favorite. Last night, actually, a Persona 5 trailer was released. The 4th Persona 5 trailer. So first of all, okay, they announced that an anime special was going to be released alongside the game, and it's going to, I don't remember the name of it, but the anime was announced for September. It's going to be a 30-minute special by A1 Studios. A1 Studios is the same studio that's making, I believe, that's making the Final Fantasy 15 anime shorts. So if anything, we're going to be getting a pretty 30-minute anime episode. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm curious to see if it's going to be like a small origin story to get us set up for the game. And speaking of the game, it has a release date. Hopefully one that sticks. Please, for the love of God, stick. Japanese release date is going to be September 15th, 2016. So that means if this goes for us, it's going to be on winter, probably late 2016, maybe even early 2017. But whatever they need to do. I'm used to waiting. I think we're all used to waiting at this point, or we're really, really impatient. Yeah, the release date is set, and I have a good feeling about it. I don't think they're going to cancel it, but I'm still ready. I'm still ready for any delay to happen. They've also said that it will be shown on E3 2016. In what shape or form, I don't know. I'm pretty sure Atlas USA is probably just going to get one of the current trailers and then release it with English subtitles, and, you know, translate the credits, and they might even give us the English release date we all want. So yeah, and then they also released the cover for the game. The cover really, really looks cool. We now know the entire, well, probably not, I'm not sure if it's going to be the entire party of the game, but we've only been shown 3 characters, shown a little bit of a 4th character, but now we've been shown 8 different characters. And I'm not gonna spoil the trailer. It's really, really cool. There's a lot of gameplay, a lot more cutscenes. You kind of probably get less of an idea of what the game's about, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. Persona 5 is it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good game. So yeah, check out the trailer. It was released yesterday. Check it out and get the details in case you forget. And yeah, let's cross our fingers that this one doesn't, this release date sticks. Oh, and that we get that really, really cool collector's edition, because Japan's gonna get this really cool collector's edition with a large case and some music albums from each game from 1 to 4 golden. And it's just, I really, really hope that Atlas usually gives like little special editions, whether it's with just little pins or like, you know, full on slipcover cases with strategy guides and stuff. I can't wait to see what kind of special edition it'll be. And again, if it's gonna be that special edition, I better be ready to run to my nearest game store or online or whatever it's gonna be. But yeah, to end it with the Persona 5 news is perfect. Really, really looking forward to Persona 5. Again, check out the trailer. It looks really cool. Even if you're not a Persona fan, just check out the trailer. If you like anime, this will probably be a game for you, and especially if you like JRPGs. So yeah, that's got me excited. But without further ado, let's move on from our game news to our special guest. I mentioned him on the social media. Where today joining me is Matt Hazard, an ex-Super Smash Bros. Player. Please join us today.
I like this. Hey, how's it going?
Hello. It's good to meet you.
How's it going, everybody?
So, tell us a little about yourself.
Alright, what do you want to know first of all?
Okay, tell us something really, really weird about yourself that you don't want to share with anybody.
I really want to share this with the whole world?
Yes, so you can get comfortable there.
Alright, so, let's see. Weird thing. I really don't know.
Do you like puppies?
I love puppies.
You love puppies?
I love puppies.
What's your favorite kind of puppy?
The ones I get to stomp on.
He likes to stomp on puppies, everyone.
I'll do it for, like, $1 billion.
Alright. Anyway, let's give it up to Matt. Yeah, he likes to stomp puppies. Yay!
I'll do it for $8 billion.
Okay, so, alright, so, you're an ex-Smash player.
Yeah, I used to play back in the day.
Back in the day?
Yeah. Back in the day, meaning, like, last year.
Okay. Jalen told us you've been playing for a while.
Yeah,
you did play for a while.
I've been, I first started off when I was, like, in 6th grade. That was probably, like, when I was 11, 12 maybe? I don't know. I started off, me and my older brother, we used to go to a lot of tournaments. I was a kid, so I didn't really know how to play the game. We started playing Melee.
Melee?
Started off with Melee. And then as the game progressed, sure enough, like, you know, obviously we just transitioned to Melee, Brawl, then now Smash 4.
Okay. Did you ever go back and play the 64?
Oh, I
what
wish.
title?
I did it only for fun, though.
Only for fun?
Only
oh,
for
no.
fun. Not for competitive purposes.
Oh, then that's fine.
Yeah.
Anything?
Yeah, I started off with 64, if anything.
Yeah. I started, back in the day when I was little, my dad would, we would rent games from this old video store that doesn't exist anymore. It's called Video Max.
Yeah.
And, he comes home one day and he's like, oh, I rented this game, Super Smash Bros. I look at it and I'm like, what's this? And I play it in and I'm like, oh, Link's in it! And I just start playing Link throwing a boomerang.
Oh, hell yeah. I think, if I remember correctly, we didn't even, like, legitly buy ours.
Oh,
like,
wow.
We never bought ours. We, what's it called? I think we rented it from a Blockbuster, and then we moved. And so, we never returned it.
Actually,
that was 64.
Actually, what can Blockbuster even do about that? What did
Nothing. They don't have anything on us.
That's
we moved.
Thinking back on it, Jesus.
Yeah.
No wonder Blockbuster went down. Kidding, Blockbuster.
Oh,
okay.
That's funny.
All right, but yeah. So, who's your main?
I main Ganondorf.
Ganondorf?
Yeah.
Okay. I seen one of your matches.
Yeah.
Pretty good on those kicks.
Which one?
Huh? I don't remember who you fought. I don't remember who you fought against. But when B Original told us about you, just wanted to get an idea. He told us you were Ganon main, and you fought against a Wario. You fought against a Wario.
Oh, that's T-Lock.
T-Lock? Yeah, okay, yeah.
Good friend of mine. Good friend of mine. I played him. Oh no, what's it called? It was a tournament at Cal State Long Beach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where I found it. It was like a charity tournament. It was like Fright for Cancer or something like that. No, Fright for Children.
That's awesome. That's seriously awesome.
Yeah.
I love it when people do that kind of thing.
Yeah. If anything, like after I retired, I just mainly entered like all the like tournaments that like support like children and stuff like that. Like anything for a cause.
That's
it was
really
Fright
cool.
for a cause. There we go. Fright for a cause. Charity tournaments.
And you fought Wario really well for a good cause.
Thanks. I did it for the children.
But so why Ganondorf?
Why Ganon?
Yeah. Is it for technical reasons? Is it because you like him as a character?
All right. So here's a story actually. Back in Melee, when I was a kid, my godbrother. It was 3 of us. We're 3 brothers. We all went to tournaments together. And so my godbrother, he mained Ganondorf, and it was really hype. Like it was really hype. Every time he'd like stomp on someone at a tournament, I shit you not, I ran across the room. I didn't even know. Like I just came at the right time and just yelled, "Das Boot!" And that was it. And then like came Melee. Came Brawl. My godbrother stopped playing Ganondorf. He stopped playing because, like, you know, there's a lot of changes, like transitioning from Melee to Brawl. And so I was like, let me give Ganon a shot. Let me give him a shot. And then so I actually entered a low-tier tournament for Ganondorf. A low-tier tournament. And I used Ganondorf, and I actually placed really well. I got, like, top 3. And so that was when I realized, like, you know what? I'll go Ganon. Ganon's hype. I like him.
It was just like an instant connection.
Yeah, and then and from then on, like, I just kept, you know, advancing with Ganondorf in Brawl, and then when Smash 4 came out, everyone was like, "Oh, Matt, you're gonna main Ganon, main Ganon?" I was like, "Yeah, of course I'm gonna main Ganon. I love Ganon." And so, sure enough, like, Smash 4 Ganon had a lot in common with Brawl Ganon in terms of like tech skills. And so I was just like, "Oh shit, same thing." And so that kind of gave me like a really big head start. Compared to like a lot of other people that still have to figure out their characters.
Okay.
When Smash 4 came out.
Alright. So the transition from Brawl to 4 wasn't too hard for you?
No, not at all.
Okay.
It's just figuring out like other characters, like the matchups.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Alright. That's pretty cool. So it's like you took over the mantle of Ganon from your god brother, and then you even went all the way to 4 with him.
Yeah. Yeah. It went really far.
That's really cool. So out of curiosity, you ever played a Zelda game?
Oh. Do you even have to ask him?
Okay,
that's my favorite game series.
All right.
I love Legend of Zelda, man.
What's your favorite one?
Oh, fuck. All right, it's always like a mix. I can never give the right answer because everyone always has their own opinion. Yeah. Personally, I like Skyward Sword.
Skyward Sword?
Skyward Sword.
Wow.
If not that, it's Majora's Mask. I mainly like the Legend of Zelda series for not only like the story, but because of the music as well.
Yes.
If anything, the music got me into music myself. That's why I started playing an instrument.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's really, really cool. It's crazy what video games can do to you.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Yeah. So, how often did you need to play to stay in top form? To stay in your top form?
Yeah.
How often did you play?
I played as much as I can. Like every time I had free time, I would just, like, go into the lab and just, like, practice, like, whatever I need to brush up on and everything like that. In truth, like, I get lucky a lot. I get lucky a lot.
Well, you practice a lot, so even if it's luck, you earned it.
It pays off. It pays off.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, I always just went into the lab, played for like at least 2 hours every day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you just go into training mode? Do you fight some computer, or does it depend on what you
training
need?
mode?
Training mode.
Training mode.
Training
That's
mode.
It.
Okay.
Yeah. You learn nothing from computers. in my personal opinion.
Okay. All right. And then you said it got you into music. So is that what you're doing with your life right now? Or what are you up to?
I'm a musician.
Musician?
Yeah. Right now I'm I'm a studio musician actually. So whenever like someone needs a trumpet player, they'll just call me and then I get paid for it.
Okay.
Like for whatever hours.
That's really, really cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Was it hard balancing your life with was it hard balancing your time between playing Smash and then doing whatever else you needed in your life?
Yeah, that was probably the toughest thing.
What?
Like because like balancing Smash, music, and then school as well, and then my personal life as well. It's just like it was really hard to juggle all three, like all four of them, I guess. So at some point I realized like I had to cut one, and that's when I just decided like I'm gonna have to stop playing Smash in order for me to get to the next level and being a musician.
Yeah. Okay, that's totally understandable. Yeah. Like okay, yeah. And then what would you say is the most important thing to being a good Smash player?
It's being a good person in general.
Being a good person?
Being a good person. If you're a good person, then a lot of people will talk to you. And in turn, a lot of people talking to you means you get a lot more practice, a lot more friends, a lot more information as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this one kind of goes to me. So okay, so I'm a noob. I'm a noob. I'm not the best. I'm not the best.
Yeah.
You'll probably wipe the floor with me, even now. But so I want to get better. And I haven't been playing as much because I recently moved. What I would do is and then I don't know if it's good, but what I would do is I would at least try to play an hour a day.
Okay.
And I was doing that for I think a good month.
Yeah.
But I ended up moving, and unfortunately, I lost my Wii U. I was playing Smash 4.
Oh, okay.
I lost my Wii U, and because it was my brother's, and the internet unfortunately is not as good as I used to have it.
Yeah.
So I haven't been playing, but even when I did play a lot, my main problem was reaction time.
Okay.
So do you have any tips, or am I fucked?
Pretty much what reaction time is. Yeah, you're fucked.
Fucked?
No, I'm just kidding. It just takes practice.
Practice?
It just takes practice. You just have to play against a lot of other people. I have a pretty great reaction time because I grew up in an environment of just competing, like consecutive competing. But I mean, as long as you start competing, then you'll realize oh, I need to start thinking ahead. I need to start knowing what my opponent's next move is going to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So should I just get a really, really mean huge guy behind me to yell at me every time I fuck up?
Yeah.
Okay.
And make sure he punches the table.
Okay. All right. Punch me too?
No.
Okay.
Just the table.
All right. Just
no need to get physical, all right?
Okay. All right. Okay. I'll do that. I'm gonna find someone. Okay. And then coming from me again. So Ed, have you any tips for a Shulk player? I'm sure you fought some. Have you ever fought any?
Not that often because everyone in the area SoCal doesn't really. There's not really many Shulk players.
Okay.
If anything, the only one I probably know of is Nico. If you want to get see some matches of him, then you'll probably get some ideas in general. From what I understand, they start off with the speed Monado.
Okay.
And then just pretty much just kind of rush him down, short hop, neutral air. And then, that's pretty much how they start off the match. And then, if anything, that's what I remember.
Okay.
That's how they start off the match.
Right. I actually do that. I'm not lying. I actually activate speed and then do neutral. All right, so I'm on a good start.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm on a good start. Gonna be great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the very best. Okay, no. But going from Shulk, any characters you hate? Any characters you don't really like?
I don't know.
Whether it's fighting or playing as them?
No, in general, every character has a purpose.
Every character
has a purpose.
That's great.
That's
great. I like you. I like you as a Smash player.
I play Ganondorf. That's the worst character in this game still. Well, I don't know if the worst, but he's still a really bad character to play, and I was able to take him to a really high level, and so I believe that every character has a purpose, and then every player that plays that character, can actually take it to the next level as long as they keep thinking what they need to improve on,
putting in the effort and everything.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. That's good. I'm serious. I've read some things on what people putting out their opinions, and they say some mean shit.
Oh yeah,
you're a very nice guy. You're a very nice guy.
I try.
Are there any Smash players that you look up to?
In truth, no.
No?
No.
Okay.
I mean, when I was like younger, I guess I looked up to people, but as I grew up, I realized I had to be my own role model.
Mm-hmm.
And so every time I see a really top player, I always think one thing oh, I need to beat him.
Mm-hmm.
Back in Brawl days, actually, M2K was the top dog back then, and every time I saw him, everyone would think really highly of him, and I'm just I just want to beat him. I just want to beat him because everyone just keeps looking at him with all that fame, and I'm just no.
I want that fame now.
No, but I want to take him down. And then, sure enough, in Smash 4, I played him in tournament and I beat him.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I was really happy about that, and that became a whole big thing on the Smash 4 forums and stuff. People were talking about it, saying M2K threw the match and whatnot. And then D1 actually rewatched the match and commentated over it.
So can you find the match online?
Yeah, you can find it on YouTube. Just put Matt Hazard versus M2K.
M2K.
Yeah,
All right. I'm gonna actually do that after this.
Yeah, and then D1 should have it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lost my place. Okay. What would you say? What could you say now that you already haven't said to inspiring Smash players? What would you say?
What I haven't even said. Oh god, this is pretty much just keep trying.
Trying?
Keep trying. Don't give up. When I started off, I always saw like really bad things, like, oh man, I'm not gonna be the best. I'm not gonna be, I always saw like really negative opinions on myself. But then it occurred to me, like in Smash 4, that I had to start like having more of a positive mindset, and then realize from my mistakes what I needed to improve on. I was really arrogant back then. But as I Smash 4, Smash 4 was like the transitional period for me.
Oh, okay.
when I like bloomed into this beautiful flower.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Type of deal.
That's beautiful. Yeah. You went from not to say Brawl or any of the past games, but you just kept going.
Yeah.
Great game, great lifestyle. Everything was just good. Everything was going up.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And so the Mewtwo King one sounds like it, but any memorable moments from a tournament?
Oh man, I would say there's three memorable moments
that
I would like to share. The first one being the whole M2K thing. I mean, that was like, that had my heart pounding like big time. It was like a 3DS, a Smash 4 3DS.
Smash 4 3DS.
That was back then, like before it came out on the Wii U.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
were you Ganon?
Yeah.
You were Ganon? All
right. I was Ganon. He was Sonic.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was like a really, really scary, like, just like a regular guy like me going against like one of the top players in the world. And then sure enough, I was able to beat him, and a lot of people were like, congratulating me. Like a lot of the like top players, like even like nowadays, they would still. I know some people would still like, oh man, that was still a great match. I was like, oh, that was still like a long time ago. So I try not to like talk about it as often, but it happened. And everyone keeps saying like, yeah, but it happened. I'm like, yeah, sure. But it was a while ago. I'm pretty sure he would probably wipe the floor with me now. Or maybe not.
Okay.
Who knows? And then the second one being when I found my partner, like tag team, like for doubles.
Oh, okay.
For teams tournaments, yeah. His name was Z-Fly. First, he hated me. He hated me.
Why did he hate you?
Because, what's it called? We went to a tournament. I didn't know him at the time. He was maining Little Mac, I was maining Ganon. And
it's a hell of a powerhouse right there.
Yeah. And so the match pretty much, like, it was in my favor. And I just beat him really quick and stuff. And then, like, we didn't even, like, talk about this. Like, he just hated me, apparently. Like a month afterwards, we started going to this thing called Kotu. Like, it was like a whole brand and everything. We started going to those tournaments, and he saw me. He's like, "Hey, Matt, you want a team?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And then so like we started teaming, and then it got to a point where we realized like, oh crap, this is actually a really good team, like Ganon and Little Mac. And so we just kept going on, and we kept like pushing ourselves and watching out for each other. And then it got to a point where. We made a top 16 at Evo for teams, and we got paid for that. I mean,
top 16, and I'm guessing there was a lot.
Yeah,
of teams.
there's a lot of teams.
Shitload of teams.
Yeah, we beat a top team from Florida and NorCal. Oh, and Vegas as well.
Take that, Vegas.
Yeah.
Take that, Florida.
Yeah, it was a really hype and stuff. I actually was able to get a Warlock punch.
Oh wow!
Accidentally, okay. It was an accident. Though it was an accident.
No! Don't apologize for it. Don't apologize for it.
Like I said, there's a thing called the Matt Hazard luck, where it just connects. Like it works somehow. I just think it's because like I just throw like a random ass move and they don't expect it, and they just fall for it.
I think when it comes to that, or like Falcon Punch, or any of those, like any big move like that, it's the way to get them. It's people don't think you'll do it, because it's so hard to hit them with. So when you actually do it, I feel like people get like this reaction, like, "Oh no, they're gonna do it. I'm not gonna get hit though because it's so hard." To, boom.
Yeah, sure enough,
and they're gone. They're gone. I hate getting hit by that thing.
Yeah, I remember. I think I got like two kills off of that. It was hilarious. And then like the people from Florida were like really pissed off at me.
Oh man, I don't know that I won't blame them. Whenever I play, like if I lose. I get a little mad at myself. But when I get hit by that or a Falcon Punch, I get really mad at myself.
You hate yourself at that point.
So what was your third? What was your third event?
No, I know. I'm still going on.
Oh, okay. All right. My bad.
I mean, we actually won money off of that top 16.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
because
how
much was it?
It was like 150.
150.
And we could have went on because we had to stop at top 16 because they had to recall all the Wii U's and stuff at that time. It was like towards the ending of the tournament, and so they had to recall all the stuff, so they could just cut it off at top 16. And they were like, all right, so everyone in top 16 gets paid, and so we just split the pot. And that was like 150 each, and fuck, we partied. we were in Vegas, so why not?
A celebration.
Yeah. So, not many people can say they won money at Evo, so I was really happy about that. And then at Evo as well, for singles, I think I got like top 128 out of like 2,000 players.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
that's pretty damn good.
Yeah, with with Ganon and I want to say Sheik too. I'd be lying if I just went straight Ganon because he needs help. So yeah, I just went Sheik for some matchups. Yeah. And then third one. Fuck. Oh no, I had it in my head earlier. Damn it! What was it? I think it was when I think Sky challenged me to an exhibition match. Yeah, it was like at a random tournament. This was like after the whole M2K thing, and so like a lot of people were skeptical, like, oh, this guy's not that good. So Sky actually challenged me to an exhibition, and I want to say I 3-stocked him. I want to say I 3-stocked. No, I know JB 3-stocked because it's only 2-stock, but yeah, I beat him like I think a best of 3, no, best of 5, and then it was like 3-0, and that's when like everyone started realizing like I was actually a really good player, and then that's when like a lot more people started talking to me like, oh, it's and then Sky invited me over to his house too, and so I got to train with like a lot of the top players in SoCal.
That's pretty rad
because they all lived together.
That was, how many of them were there?
At the time, I think there was I want to say like at least 4 or 5.
Okay.
Like this was like when the house was still building.
Oh, okay. So this was like that was like a moment where it was like, you know, you beat M2K and then people were skeptical and you won that match and you proved it.
Yeah.
Like you proved it.
A lot of people started like, you know,
people got past people got past and they're like, whoa, this guy, you know,
he
did it. Like he did it for a reason.
Yeah. And then and then after that there was one more tournament. Well, it was like my my debut in a way. That was like probably like my first match on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Aside from the whole M2K thing, like first legit match. It was a final battle back in 2015. It was like in January, and this was when I was going against a guy named Chile. And I think Esam was commentating my match, and I just brought it back like from. I was behind like a whole stock, and I was able to bring it back.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
come back.
And it was by suicide.
Oh,
so I was happy about that.
You know what? You saying suicide? The Wario match I saw you play, which made me laugh, was you had 2 stocks and Wario only had 1, and then you grabbed them and threw yourselves both off the floor. That was great.
I'll do that. I'll do that if I'm ahead of a stock. Like,
fuck it.
Like I'm ahead of a stock, so might as well. In truth, I'm a really disrespectful player. Like when I'm on stream. It's amazing. We come to a time where it's really amazing how far video games could take you. You're just talking about, like, you know, nothing is very simple, but like, you know, if you mentioned this back in the day, it was just like, you know, no parent in their 40s would believe it. Like, you know, you're playing Smash Brothers. You're playing a video game. It's meant for entertainment, and here you are saying it, and it's like, oh, I've been playing Smash Brothers, and it's taken me places. Yeah. I've won money. I've met people. I've made friends. It's crazy. Like just thinking about it. You know, you're already done with it. You're done with it. Yeah. But like just thinking about it, like what pops up in your head? Like, it kind of makes me miss competing a lot.
Competing?
Like, I don't really get to see all my Smash friends that often because I don't go to tournaments that much. But according to my brother, they still ask a lot about me. Like, they still ask, like, oh, how's Matt doing and stuff like that. Yeah, because my brother still goes. He's part of 2GG.
What's his name?
War Chief.
War Chief?
Yeah.
Okay.
Currently the best Falco in SoCal.
All right. Pretty cool.
Respectively, I was the best Ganondorf in SoCal at the time too, and so me and him were just like that.
Back to back.
Yeah,
they're just back to back.
Yeah. Back in Brawl, we were teammates for Ganon and Falco. He actually stuck with Falco too, the way I stuck with Ganon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you ever do you ever? I know you had like good reasons for it, but do you ever like consider trying again, or are you just for now? You're just like I'm good.
I'm probably just done right now. Like I thought about this actually. Mm-hmm. All right, so I remember the SoCal community actually made a picture of me.
Mm-hmm.
They photoshopped my face onto Ganondorf's body. Like it was like an up close photo too of Ganondorf. It was they just photoshopped me. They put like a weird like curly mustache because they know I like that for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like Mad Hazard right there, and I was like, oh, really? Well, thanks guys. And so I thought about like after like nowadays I'm just like, you know what? I just want to like bronze my controller, like just bronze and just like hang it up. I'm just like it just wouldn't look right if there was like no picture. And so I thought about just like printing out that old picture and just like framing it with the controller right there, like never forget.
You should do it.
Yeah,
that sounds really really cool.
And then like when my kids like are gonna be like, Daddy, what's that? I'm just gonna be like,
let me tell you a story.
Tell you a great.
Sit down.
Sit your ass down. I'm gonna tell you a great story. Or like what if I'm a grandfather? I'll be like, sit down, you little faggot. I'm gonna tell you a great story.
Oh, you kids with your whatever you're playing now. Back in my day, we used to play Smash Brothers.
Hey, you guys do real fist fighting now? Nah. We did our shit by the controllers.
Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. So the last question, which is actually 3 questions.
Yeah.
Last but not least, which one is your favorite game and why?
Favorite game?
Mm-hmm. Out of the 4.
Oh, that would probably be. Damn, that's a hard one. I know it's not Brawl, and I know it's not 64. It'd probably be like a really between Melee and Smash 4.
Between Melee and Smash 4.
But I would say Smash 4 because of all the memories that I had.
Okay.
Melee, I was a kid, so you know I didn't really do that well in tournament. But yeah.
Did you ever switch? Just a side one on that. Did you ever switch back and forth, or like once you hit 4, did you stick with 4?
Oh, I stuck with 4, but like I would play like Melee if people were playing it. Mm-hmm. And actually, I went to my school's video game club because I was really curious, like if people played Smash. Mm-hmm. And then sure enough, like they did, and they were playing a Smash 4. The Smash 4 was more like what's it called? Like more friendly. Like, you know, casual.
Yeah.
It was more casual. And then they're like, oh, if you want to play against the really good players, it's over there. And then they were fucking playing on like, they were playing on a little Melee. And I was like, fuck, I haven't played this shit in years.
Okay.
And then so I was like, you know what? I'll try it out. See what the kids nowadays can do. And so I played them, and I was beating their best player. Mm-hmm. And then the guy was like getting really pissed off at me. Like, I was playing Ganon in Melee too.
Yeah.
Because
that probably didn't help either.
Yeah. And then he was just like, every time I took a stock off him, he was just like, fuck, just like literally. And then like it just got like really scary. I got scared for my life. I didn't care if I was at school. I was like, I just like fucking moved a couple of inches like away from him.
You're just like, as soon as this match is over, I'm gonna put the controller down and walk away.
Yeah. I tried. Like, you know, I'm gonna go. Then he's just like, no, one more. And I was like, fuck, alright.
One more turned to 2, turned to 4.
And then that resulted me in staying like the whole time. Like, I remember I 4-stocked him too, and he was not happy about that one.
Yeah, well, he needs to get better somehow.
Yeah, I know.
That's how it works. Real final question. Do you think we should get a 5th game?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Why?
Personally, just keeping it at 4 is just, you know, fun enough. Like, we already have, like, DLC characters and, like, updates and everything. Mm-hmm. Like, the only reason, like, we had installments and stuff like that was because, mainly, like, updates and stuff like, you know, updates and, you know, updating the game in general.
Yeah.
And then, since we already have, like, you know, updates with this, you know, I see no point in making a 5th game. Unless it's for the NX.
The NX, yeah.
Wink.
There's rumors going around that the NX is going to re-release 4. on it.
All right, then. Yeah, then I see no point.
Okay.
Then I see no point.
All right.
If they're gonna re-release for NX, then yeah, just like stick to updates and DLCs.
Okay. All right. This fun question.
Yeah.
Who do you want in Smash, character-wise?
Who do I want?
Yeah. From obviously the ballot's over. Corrin and Bayonetta and Cloud are already there. But like at the time, who are you voting for?
Wind Waker Ganon.
Wind Waker Ganon.
Wind Waker. I want dual swords. All right.
Okay.
All right. Fucking Nintendo, hear me! No. Yeah, no. Also, what's it called? Hyrule Warriors Ganon too.
Hyrule Warriors?
That shit was sick when he had like the fucking Super Saiyan 3 hair.
Oh, okay, I think I saw that.
The main down, just like fucking dual swords and shit, just like, yeah.
You probably, hopefully someone gets on Project M and makes that.
Oh, dude, they're actually, that's actually happening.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Someone already hacked the game and started like adding the whole melee fundamentals into Smash 4.
Oh, right.
By adding the text and everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's like what my brother showed me, and I was just like, oh fuck, here it is, Project M2.
Project M2. I guess it was meant to come.
2.0. No, I'm not happy about that. Okay.
Well, all right. Well, I think I'm out of questions, but that was really, really cool.
Yeah.
So, do you have any life advice for our viewers? Do you want to share another weird thing about yourself?
A weird thing about myself.
Before we shut this off.
Oh, God. Don't get too drunk at parties.
Too drunk at parties.
Yes, because this is kind of how I agreed to do this. I was pretty hammered, and then that's when one of your friends asked me, like, oh, do you mind if we do an interview about you? And I was like, yeah, sure. Send me the information.
Okay, so now we know how to get people on the show. All right, sweet. I'm going to buy some more drinks, and I'm going to go talk to random people.
Yeah.
Smash players. All right, no, but seriously though, thanks for joining us for our Forecast Podcast 33.
By the way, if anyone wants to go to a Smash tournament, there's actually going to be a really huge one tomorrow. It's 2DGT Saga. This time it's going to be Pink Fresh joining us from I don't even fucking know where, but it's going to be really huge. It's at the Esports Arena in Santa Ana. I think it's going to start around 11 a.m. Yeah.
11 a.m.
11 a.m. at the Esports Arena in Santa Ana.
Is there a website for it?
There's a Facebook page.
Facebook page?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll probably try to look for it and I'll put it in the description.
Yeah, it's like 2GGT Pink Saga.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think that about wraps it up. But yeah, again, thanks for coming. You are our first guest in what, it'd be cool if, by podcast 100 we have like 20 different guests. You are our first guest, and it's really cool. Check out Matt Hazard easily in YouTube. Put Smash Brothers Matt Hazard. You'll find plenty of his matches there. It's no biggie. It's pretty cool stuff. I haven't seen too many, but if you like Smash and you like looking matches, you like seeing a Ganondorf throw somebody off and kill himself to kill him, then works out really well. This is the Forecast Podcast 33, and once again, we had Matt Hazard as our guest. Thank you so much, and look forward to the next podcast. And if you have any thoughts or comments, of course, put them in below. Please like, subscribe, and hope you're digging this whole Twitch thing out. And tell me how it was by myself. I was just trying this out, seeing if I could do it, seeing if I can handle it, and we'll see from there. So, we'll see you guys in the next podcast. Thank you so much for watching.
You suck.